Hello, Michelle here and welcome to another Bloom in 5 here on YouTube. And today we are painting 5 beautiful feathers, so this is a super exciting topic to do, and we've got a range of different feathers as well. We've got a pretty grey feather, we've got a green one, we've got an orangey brown one, an actual brown one and a grey one as well. So we're going to go through these. You can see we're starting off with feather number 1, and I'm just using quite a small round brush, and we're just using a Payne's grey and a little bit of ivory mix, and we're just laying that down, just using the tip of the brush and just bringing that to the centre to create this really pretty grey wispy feather. I do have the full version of this video in real time with a real talk through with all of the colours and the paper that I'm using, and also the brushes, and like I mentioned, the palette, all included over on Patreon, which you can click the link in my bio or down below on the description. So we're just adding a little bit more detail to this first feather and just bringing that down through the spine of the feather and just adding a few little tiny details to create that fluffy effect on feather number 1. And you can see this is already coming together really prettily, and we've already added a lot of detail. You can see I'm doing a bit of gesticulating with my hands there as I'm talking this through on the real-time video. And we're just starting off with this really pretty green yellow mix, and we're just using the tip of our brush to really bring all of those feather little detail hairs all the way to the spine of the main part of the feather, and we're just using that colour to just build up along the edges and just bringing that towards the centre, and just adding a little bit more of different colours, just a little bit of a brighter green there, a bit of a darker green and a bit more of a lime green, just to build up where the light is hitting the feather at different angles, and that's varying the colour, and adding a little bit of more of that fluffiness at the bottom with a little bit of that Payne's grey, and then adding that around the edge of the feather as well, and there's also a little bit of turquoise that we add later on as well. Then we're moving on to our orange feather, which is sort of curved, which is really elegant in style. So as you can see, we're just painting in that sort of curve at the moment and just adding a little bit of white, and then adding in a bit of the darker colour as well, going down the spine. And then we're just building up those sections that we can always paint on afterwards if you wanted to do more detail like I will be doing in this video. We're adding a variation of a really pretty field green and some other warm oranges as well, and we're just building up that shape and the way that the feathers really prettily curl round. This is a little bit more of a compact feather, so it's nice to see the different variations where we have one that's a little bit more scattered and fluffy, one that's a little bit more tight and compact, and then one that's a little bit more compact but in a nice flow, and it's actually curving round, and we can get quite a few pretty warm colour variations included on this one. You can see where we get to the bottom of the feather, we've chosen this really nice chocolatey brown, and we can see we're just adding a little bit of fluffy detail to that using the brown and grey, and just adding those little wispy feathers at the bottom as it comes down, and then adding the back part of the feather in here, just creating that nice warm orange, the brown colour going up the back, and that really adds the depth to the feather itself, and then just adding a little bit more of that chocolate in down the spine as we go, and just creating some more of those really pretty warm orange tones, and just bringing that back up to the spine of the feather. And then we can leave these areas to dry and add a lot more detail on top later, which you will see, just building up a little bit more of that colour. And this is a really fun exercise for layering and adding in more fine detail, and feathers can be used for so many functions. If you would like to use them for invites or cards, greeting cards, or just for your own personal use, these are really pretty feathers that you can use for lots of different items and clip arts as well. And now we're moving on to our fourth feather that is a little bit scruffy. It's all over the place with the little hairs heading in different directions, or parts of the feather you might say, and it's got some really pretty warm tones. So we've got some more orangey colours, we've got some more brown deep colours, and you could even add a little bit of red brown to this as well if you wanted to. And we're just moving that all the way down to the bottom of the main spine or the vein of the feather, and we're just adding in that extra bit of darkness at the top. Now that's dried a little bit, and just bringing those colours down and just building up those layers. As you can see, it's coming together really nicely already, painting feathers is a super fun exercise that you can do just very quickly, or you can always spend a lot more time adding a lot more detail and building up a lot more of those layers. But it is a super fun quick exercise if you haven't got much time but just wanted to do a little painting exercise, then it's a super fun topic. As you can see, we're just painting our 5th feather now. So this one has like a little heart shape at the top almost. It's grey going into brown, so we've laid down our first initial grey layer, and then we're just adding in that detail using the tip of the brush, and we're just grabbing a little bit more of that dark chocolate to build it up and create that really sweet heart shape at the top, using a little bit more of that Payne's grey. And again, just building up a little bit more of that contrast, just moving my notepad out the way because I was running out a bit of space there with my hand, and then just laying down an initial wet layer for the fluffy part of the feather on this one, on our feather number 5. We're just mixing a little bit more of the darker colour, which would be some ivory mixed with some Payne's grey, or you can just use a standard black, but not too dark. So, and then we're just adding this on top in various sections where we are looking at our reference images. Again, the reference images are all included on Patreon if you would like to paint along or use the exact reference images that I am using as well. So just adding a few of these extra little areas of shadow and depth to the feather just to create that real 3D form, and we're just adding a little bit more of that detail along the edge using the tip of the brush and just really building it up with those darker colours now, and just bringing that down to a point at the bottom, and it's created that really fluffy feather feel. Also adding a little bit of that grey on top of the green just to darken some of those areas, and again create a little bit of contrast and a little bit of fluffiness at the bottom, and bringing that up through the spine of the feather. This also helps to tone down a little bit of that bright green in areas and really helps to create the design look cohesive all together with the grey throughout, and it really helps make the green pop in areas to create that contrast and highlight. And now we're moving on to one of my favourite ones, feather number 3, and we've got those really pretty warm orange and brown tones, a little bit of red tone as well, and we're just adding the very fine line detail on top now using some warm brown colours, and we're just going to stroke that through and create the fine line detail of the feather, just using the tip and bringing that down, just using a little bit more pressure on the brush in areas to create those thicker bunches, and then doing some more individual detailing as well, and then just using our darker brown at the bottom again to create that nice fluffiness of the feather, which makes it seem really airy and light. And then I'm just dabbing off that little bit because it went a little bit thick at the bottom, so if you do make a mistake it's quite easy to fix. Just rinse your brush, have it quite clean, as clean as possible. Just make sure you rinse a lot of that colour off. You can always dab it a few times on your paper towel, and then grab some clean water again and just dab that over the area and use a clean part of the paper towel to lift. Make sure it's clean because I've done this before where there's a little bit of wet paint and that will transfer onto the paper, so just make sure that it's all super clean and that will just lift straight off for you. So as you can see, this feather is coming together really nicely, and we're moving on to feather number 4. This is the great thing about painting 5 different elements on a page. You can really allow different layers to dry and concentrate on the different sections as they go. So even if you wanted to paint 2 or 3 feathers at the same time, this will help you allow one area to dry on one part of a feather, and you can move back and forth between a couple of elements, which can really help with time, because sometimes you're just sitting around waiting for layers to dry, which can take quite a while. So it's quite easy if you have a few different feathers that you're doing, or the same with flowers. If you're painting a bouquet, you can work on some other flowers and leaves and then come back to them at a later date when they have dried, so you can really help build up your layer and intensity of your colours. So we're now on to feather number 5, the sweet little fluffy one with the heart shape at the top, and you can see we're just adding a little bit more of that ivory throughout the feather and building up that contrast, especially at the bottom of the feather, which is really helping with the fluffiness. Just adding a bit more of that dark grey and black mix to our original feather, just really adding in those fine line details now for the finishing touches. I really like the first feather, how it's more compact at the top and it's got that little fluffy section towards the bottom in the middle. So this has a really 2-part section to it, and you can see how we've used the different techniques to create these different effects within the feather. using only really one colour, the grey and the black. And moving on to our lovely green feather number 2, and we're just really building up that colour with a little bit of that grey mix, and it's just really helping to add that fluffy feel at the bottom where it's a little bit more compact, and you've got those nice different areas of the varied green, and we're adding that turquoise mix that I mentioned earlier just onto the tips of the feather at the top and the side there, and that really helps add that different element to the feather. And then using that really dark chocolate, which is probably a burnt umber and ivory mix, we're now adding that along the back of the feather, which really helps add that depth, that's the background part of the feather, and then a few little areas to add those shadows in the foreground as well, and using that really fine line detail to help with that sectioning of the feather and the individual little areas. And again, that little fluffy section at the bottom, which is super sweet. You obviously have to capture that as well, which you can just use with the tip of the brush, and that one's pretty much looking finished now. We just need a little bit more detail here and there. And then onto our 4th feather, we're just adding in a few of those areas where there's little details needed on the tips and the fluffiness around the bottom of the feather, and just adding in a little curved extra piece as well that was on the photo, and just building up some of those extra dark colours and shades for that contrast, and adding in a few of those extra little ones around the edge and to the centre as well, and it's really helped to build up that texture and look super realistic. And then moving on to our sweet fluffy feather number 5, you can see we've built up quite a lot of that colour now, but we've still got quite a lot of block area that's dried at the bottom, so we're now going to fix that with adding some overlay of that really pretty grey and dark grey mix, and we're just sweeping that over to create that more detail to cover over that block area where it's nice and fluffy and compact, but we want to add in that delicate texture over the top to really help create that sweet 3D form, but also textured within the feather. And you can see these darker colours that we're now building up from the light to dark is really helping with that texture within that feather, and adding a lot more pretty sweet detail to it, especially around the edge, to help create that fluffiness. And you can see my studio is still not fixed. I'm waiting for the electrician to get back to me, so I'm still in my office, and you can see the sun is hitting my hand here, because this is definitely not the best spot for painting, but it's quite good for the light, but the sun does have a tendency to come in. So I'm looking forward to getting back in my studio. But thank you so much for joining me for this feather study. As you can see, the light has now gone behind a cloud, and that has blocked my painting view, and I've got the sun shining in the clouds, but it's not going to dampen our spirits to create a pretty feather picture. So see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much.